about to go?
I ain't about to go nowhere. You about to go.
What you mean? Why are you putting my clothes in my...
Because, bro, I told you repeatedly, Abby, like, you won't, like, you keep in contact with ex-boyfriends and stuff like that. Like, we're not about to do that. All you had to do was delete it, and we would have been happily ever after. So, yeah, you about to go. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, so basically you just telling me that you're insecure.
No, it's not that I'm insecure. It's just a respect thing. When you're dealing with somebody that does a lot, you should appreciate that and show me some type of respect like that.
What does that have to do with you being insecure?
You keep talking about insecure. That's not the case. Listen, it don't even matter no more. Your ass got to go.
You got to give me 30 days to get out.
I ain't got to give you 30
And then you
days.
Packing my stuff like I could pack my own stuff.
You good. I'm going to pack it for you. Your name ain't on the lease.
My name is on the lease as an occupant.
No, damn occupant.
Yeah, I'm an occupant. You have to give me 30 days to get out. Virginia law.
You're an occupant. Your ass out of here.
Well, I'm glad you folded my shit the way it need to be folded.
Respectfully, why wouldn't I?
No, it just don't make sense that men are like that. No, men these days are very insecure.
Listen, it's not about men these days. I'm not them.
When you go to the club, do I say anything about you being in the club?
I'm putting you out very respectfully and humbly.
You can humble your ass out too, because if I got to get out you and the dog and the kids getting out.
That don't make that make sense.
I'm making it make sense.
That don't make sense.
I'm making it make sense. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just leave the kids here.
That's cool, but is you gonna leave respectfully?
No, I'm not gonna leave respectfully. I'm leaving disrespectfully.
Either way, you're gonna have to go, whether you want to leave respectfully or not.
Well, I guess we going together.
No, I ain't going.
Yeah, because wherever I go, you going too.
Nah, that don't work like that. All you had to do was delete a number, and you wanted to keep. Why would you even want to keep contact with ex anyway in your phone? Like what? Like why?
Because you can't talk to me about the stuff that I need to be talked to about. So at the end of the day, I got to talk to somebody who I can talk to.
So you talk to your ex. See, that's the problem with females. They go back to what they know.
That ain't got nothing to do with going back what I know.
So what you got his number for? Save.
I just told you.
Oh, so you talk to him about when you're going through stuff?
Yeah.
That I can't talk to you about?
Yeah, because you don't know how to communicate.
Why you don't talk to your mom or your daddy or your
sister or your brother? Why would I talk to them about my relationship with you?
You better off sitting there talking to Coco, sitting by the cage.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not leaving, so you're going to have to give me a 30-day notice or something.
I'm not giving you nothing but your suitcase and your shit to go.
Okay, well, we're going to see when the police come.
When the police come?
Yeah.
The police? I ain't calling no police.
I'm calling the police because you can't kick me out. You have to give me 30 days.
You're not about to bring no police here.
Yeah, my mother's a lawyer. I know all about that.
I ain't tripping about none of that.
Yeah.
You ain't calling no police over here. Okay. There's no need for you to call the police.
Okay, that's all I got to say.
This your head, man?
Man, I'd rather do this with light or from the desk, but it is what it is. Let's talk about women refusing to leave, right? You know, when they sit here and the guy's fed up and they got to get out the guy's house and they refuse to leave and they start saying, well, I got 30 days or I'm going to call the police, because they know when they call the police, especially on the brother, you know, they know that, you know, automatically, even if the brother is the victim, I done seen, you know, the brothers or men, you know, be bleeding from the face and they come and ask the woman, is she okay? So that's the tricky thing about it, man, that a lot of these women, they be broke. A lot of these women, they sit here and they get with these dudes because they need a place to stay, right? And you would think a woman who need a place to stay was going to sit there until she get on her feet and do what the man say do. But what you find out, a lot of them is lazy. A lot of them don't cook, don't clean. They live like slobs, right? You know, you be helping them out. You know, you help around the house, and then it turn into they don't want to do house duties. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They get comfortable. And then when they get comfortable, then they feel like, I don't want to do, you know, then you like, I'm fed up. They still texting exes. They still talking to guys who did nothing for them in the past. You know, and this is why a lot of these dudes say don't move these women in. This is why. You know, you sit here, women could be homeless, be begging. You see baby mamas begging their baby daddy in their house. Nah, the kid can stay, you can't stay. They so selfish. Oh, you can't have the kid. That's how selfish they be. For them to be saying we own more homes, you know what I'm saying? We making our own money. You know, we don't need men. A lot of them is homosexuals too. Nobody talk about that. A lot of them is homosexuals. It's a lot of women that's married because They need a man to provide for them. They can't survive on their own financially. See, they always talk about the men that's homosexual, but a man only could be a homosexual if you need a man. And a lot of these women that scream they don't need a man, fuck a nigga, whatever, they have dicks that come through that run through them. But women, after they get popped off, they love to cuddle. They want the emotional support. They want the presence. They want the presence of a man. Yeah, they want that presence of a man. They want that dialogue with the man. Lisa Ray said, I just want a man on top of me. When they go to sleep at a house and they live in an apartment or a house, they don't have protection. They can't even sleep the way they want to sleep, because if somebody break in, what they gonna do? What that little shih tzu gonna do? You know what I'm saying? They sleep better when they got a man around, right? Because they know they protected. So they go get homeless guys, man. These women go select homosexuals because they need the presence of a man. They go to the homeless shelter and get a man. They pick a man up at the gas station. They go choose these guys, bro. And this is what is not spoke about it. And a lot of these dudes, they do the same. A lot of these dudes, these women be messed up. They start dating these guys. It was a girl that lost her house and told, I'm gonna move in with you, or she chose to leave her house without, consulting the guy from Africa. So I'm gonna move in with you. Like, nah. They really be on some bum shit. They really want to move in and not do nothing. And you take care of them and knowing that it's gonna be hard for you to evict them from the property. Get mail in their name and then, call the police on you. Most of these women are being in survival mode. They be looking to survive. And you be like, well, I don't really like men like that. You hear that and all this type of stuff, bro. They don't like men because they burnt out. The guy they really was supposed to be with or wanted to be with didn't want them. So women be on some homosexual shit too, more than y'all know it. And if a guy gave you a place to stay, why would you quit your job? Why wouldn't you want to contribute? Why wouldn't you want to cook and make his life? They are so fucking much narcissists, bro. The average American woman is so lazy, bro. You can look at the body weight. You start talking about working out. Remember Cam Newton was talking about, why you stop working out? It's just shit too hard. Like, nobody want to do it. The American woman has become the most laziest woman. Even a lot of these women they get from other countries come here, they get lazy, bro. There's a point. If I'm giving you a place to stay, bro, why would you quit your job? Why would you want to be more of a burden? You know what I'm saying? At least you get up on your feet. Cool. This shit is crazy, bro. Like, I just don't really think people know how lazy the women in America have become, bro. And entitled, like, oh, I'm supposed to do this for you, or you gotta do, like, no. And in my opinion, it's pretty much fucking sad, bro. Because if somebody gave me an opportunity to stay with them, I would try to make their life easier. Real talk. I would try to cook, clean, walk their dogs. You know what I'm saying? Cut their grass. You need anything, bro? A lot of people wear that welcome out real quick, fast, in a hurry, bro. And that's why a lot of the people in the black community can't mimic the Arab community or some of them other communities where 3 or 4 generations stand out, because people is lazy. People is lazy. But the homosexual, thing with women, man, that's crazy. You damn near got to be in bed fucking another chick and then walking in on you. And guys do that. Guys get caught cheating on purpose to leave relationships, bro. Women don't even know that, bro. Like, because when you break up with a woman, they don't want to leave, bro. They don't want to leave and they don't want to do better. That's the crazy shit. Don't want to do better, don't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? And when they be talking about, oh, he cheated, they never tell you, why did the guy cheat? And the guy they ain't gonna explain himself because it doesn't matter what he says. It doesn't matter. Society, I don't care. Oh, she didn't give you sex for 10 years. Oh, you should have waited. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand that, bro. They literally don't understand how this shit work, bro. And a man tells a woman exactly what he expects he wants from her. And it's never asking too much. I guarantee you, it's rarely where a guy asks her to go beyond. And that's why you got to set the bar high, bro. That's why you got to set the bar extremely high. Make these women, and especially you don't know they don't like you, you like make these women do astronomical shit. Make this bitch do a backflip on your dick. Make her wash your windows. If they truly love you, if they truly fucking with you, real talk. These dudes will go help Pookie break down an A for weed. You know what I'm saying? They do all this stuff, but they don't want to help you do productive things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they be, you damn near got to cheat on them to get rid of them. I'm gonna call the police on you and lie and say you did this. And guess what? A woman living with you or not can lie and say you did this and mess up your whole life. Now they arresting you. You can't go to work tomorrow. You lose your house. Now she turned one bum into two. They'll do that. You'll see that all the time. They'll sit there and they'll put their baby father in jail knowing you ain't getting no child support. It was never about the child support. They just wanted to hurt you. They wanted to hurt you. They wanted to stop you from being successful. You see that shit all the time. You see it all the time. They just want to hurt you. That's the crazy thing about even dealing with a woman in general, the vetting process. That's why I say dudes be inviting women over and sticking it. Man, bro, the vetting process has to be thorough, my brother. Real talk. But that's why I just say hit the link in the description. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Peace.